So again, it takes time for the whole system to get out of the way, so
Yeah.
then the efforts can go in and try to fix the pieces.
Yeah, obviously catastrophic there. One of the only positives was that that wind field that was so strong was relatively small, and so you found some of the more populated areas like Kingston not getting the brunt of it as much as some of the rural areas. It's, you take what you can get out of a situation like that, right?
Yeah. And what we're seeing is not part of this.
Not directly. There is a
Okay.
little moisture that comes from Melissa that is going to give us some of the rain tonight, but it's, all weather's connected somehow.
True.
So that gets
There's only one place it can go.
The old butterfly flaxes wind somewhere type situation. We do have a couple showers out there right now, not all that heavy, down through just to the north of Portland right now into parts of northern western York County. We talked yesterday about how this would be the spot that could see some showers today, but generally most of us would be dry during the daylight hours, and that's how it's playing out. If we look at this zoomed out picture though, this is where the rain really is going to come from tonight, and there's some heavier bands, but it will actually intensify as it moves into New England. So right now it's moving through New Jersey on the way to New York, but the heavier rain will be in here tonight and through tomorrow morning. So until then, it's cloudy and cool for most of us, temperatures in the 40s to around 50 degrees. After sunset, the rain starts moving in, but even that, 8 o'clock, and a lot of us are still dry. It's not until the middle of the night here that more of the state gets into some of those heavier downpours. This is midnight tonight, and then the downpours continue over southern Maine into the mid-coast, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Some of this stuff is really quite heavy, and temperatures are going up during this time period into the upper 50s and some low 60s. So this will actually be kind of a weird situation where it gets warmer while it's rainy and windy. And that rain continues through 6 a.m. over parts of down East Maine. But between 6 and the middle of the day, noon here, we end up with a lot of clearing over southern Maine, and I think some periods of sunshine in there. That being said, although we will dry out for most of us in time for trick-or-treating, there will still be an isolated shower that I want you to be aware of, and it also is quite windy. So it's not the most comfortable if you're going out on Friday night, but we did avert the idea of it just being straight up rainy, and then it's windy and cool on Saturday. So rainfall amounts here about 1.5 inches, although the models have been pretty consistent in putting a bullseye over down East Maine of 2 inches or more. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll take what we can get, obviously, out of that rain situation. So as far as the wind gusts go, it will be stormy tonight with that rain and the wind. There's probably some scattered power outages, but they do look to the wind gusts stay around 35 miles an hour, which typically is not a big problem for us. They actually get a little bit windier on Friday afternoon out of the southwest, and then windiest on Saturday due west up to 40 miles an hour. So I actually think Saturday is likely windier than overnight tonight when that rain comes through. But we will see, I think all told, a couple of power outages from both of those. Let me just back that up and do that again. Drought monitor came out today. This is what it was. This is what it is. So now we have extreme drought across southern Maine and southern coastal Maine, which is bad news. Overall, the drought area expanded, right? Severe and extreme. However, one notable exception is that parts of the mountains were taken out of extreme drought, and that has to do with the rain that they got from a storm 2 weeks ago, and then the follow-up that happened a day or two later. And so this is proof that, yes, you can make progress on this drought. It's not impenetrable. However, it takes a lot, and we're just still not doing that in a lot of spots. So we'll see what happens with our latest rainstorm tonight, see if that helps over down East Maine and the mid-coast especially. Breezy on Saturday. If you're surprised by that, you haven't been paying attention. I've been trying to stress that, because to me, to see wind gusts at 40 miles an hour in a non-rain setting, it's pretty strong. So we'll see how that's also probably like the end of our leaves. Is the other thing.
I can't imagine much will be left after the system goes through.
It's already just hanging on in a lot of spots. I think that'll probably be between tonight and Saturday will probably.
Yeah, usually the rain itself is enough.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Just
blow on it.
Big breeze after that. All right, Keith, thanks so much.